Speaking of PlayStation, normally when it comes to new consoles, which the PS5 is not a new console, we're 5 years, almost going into 6 years of the console's lifespan. Usually when you get further into the console's lifespan, a mid-gen upgrade comes out, which happened to PS5 Pro. But what I've never seen in my 35 years on Earth is a downgrade for the console. And if there was one, it was something insignificant, like, you know, they released a cheaper version with a smaller hard drive, like the Xbox 360 Arcade, right? Well, according to GameStop, PS5's digital edition will be getting a downgrade in the land of the bruv. Birmingham, Tottenham, bruvs, come forward. Video game consoles typically come cheaper the longer they've been out on the market because the parts get cheaper. But the current generation has been the exception to the rule due to various factors. Over in Europe, prospective PS5 owners might have to settle for a Sony console that offers less, as it has been reported that the internal SSD capacity is being shrunk so that Sony can avoid raising the prices of the hardware yet again. And that's so bad because that's one of the big selling points of the PS5. If it was just the regular, like, if it was just a regular hard drive, like, okay, you know, they're trying to keep it, if they sell it for a cheaper price, but they're making the SSD smaller, which for those unaware, that's what loads the games really fast. That's also why you get certain experiences like Spider-Man with that instant loading, as well as what's that joint called? Ratchet and Clank, where you were able to transfer through different dimensions like instantly. It's the power of the SSD being able to load super quick. It's been in PC gaming for like 20 years, but console niggas are just now getting it. And they're taking out this key feature. I think this is kind of a big deal because it's not a regular hard drive. According to the leaker, so this is not confirmed then. Never mind, this is not confirmed. According to this leaker, the PS5 Digital Edition SSD will shrink from 1 terabyte to 825 gigs, starting with the next console chassis E-Vision. So basically the next bit to roll out on September 13th. So like if there's 825 gigs, that means there's really probably like 600 in there. Cause the 1 terabyte, that bitch come with like 800. Cause you also have to put like the software on there and shit like that. Right, Flex. So like that really is like 600 gigs. That's about 2-3. That's about 1 Call of Duty and 2 other games. 1 Warzone and 2 other games. The PS5 digital consoles originally sold for $400 or pounds when they launched in 2020, with the price increasing to $450 and $500. Eventually, the regular PS5 console with a disk drive is expected to retain its 1 terabyte SSD. Wasn't the launch version 825? I don't remember. But that's still a downgrade if they went from the 825 to the 1 terabyte and then they're dialing it back and then you're having to pay more. It's still a L. It's still a L. This year has been expensive for anyone looking to purchase a PS5 console. In April, Sony announced price increases for digital and standard editions across Europe, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. In August, the price of every PS5 console went up by $50 in the US. At the time, Sony said it was continuing to navigate a challenging economic environment and it had to pass the cost on the consumer. Translation: thank your PDF file president that likes to fucking wear too much orange makeup. Man, it's fucking up the global economy. It's amazing to see how much power one person has and how his idiotic decisions fucking affect everything. Paying more and getting less. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So just be aware of that. If you're interested in getting a PS5 and you're in Europe, you probably should buy it now. Otherwise, you're going to be paying more for less. Do you think scalpers are going to benefit from these price increases? No, because the issue isn't that there's a shortage. The reason scalpers were able to get away with those prices is because there was a shortage during COVID. There was a chip shortage, so they weren't able to produce as many PS5s and Xboxes as they wanted. So, you know, high demand, low supply, that allows you to charge whatever you want. So the issue is not that there's a shortage of PS5s. The issue is that the price of each part is costing more to manufacture. Well, not manufacture, more to import. They have to pay a tariff on it, bro. It's 100% the president's fault, guys. I know you don't want to hear that, but no, this has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with anything else other than tariffs. Thank the owner. That's y'all president, man. That's y'all president. In other news, and this is why this is the title of my YouTube video, my YouTube stream. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. Drop a super chat. Act like you alive. New N64 Switch game hints that a new Smash Bros is on the way. More positive news. A new N64 game has been announced for the Nintendo Switch's online expansion pass, one whose arrival supports a recent leak regarding the arrival of the original Super Smash Bros. 64 and Donkey Kong 64 to the service. The expansion pass for the Nintendo Switch Online grants access to the N64, Game Boy Advance, Sega Genesis, Mega Drive titles, as well as GameCube titles for the Switch 2 owners. Nintendo has been gradually adding titles to the service, though many big names are still missing, especially first-party releases. The next game to arrive on the Switch Online is Forsaken 64, a moody shooter in a catastrophic, I can pronounce that shit, catastrophic world, which will come to the N64. Nintendo Classics mature 17 plus on the app September 4th. There's more interesting about but what's more interesting about this announcement is how it ties into the accidental reveal of other games. Shout out to Sean with the sub, I appreciate it. There was a previous version of the official Nintendo YouTube channel that advertised updates to the N64. Nintendo Classics apps such as the ability to rebind controls. Fans quickly noticed some blurred out icons in the background, which seem to represent games that haven't been added to the service yet. One of the blurred icons is Forsaken 64. The other includes Glover, Rayman 2, The Great Escape, Donkey Kong 64, and Super Smash 64. Now that Forsaken 64 is confirmed, it added a ton of credits to the leak. Oh, I read this fucking title wrong. I thought this meant a new. I read. So this just means that there's a high probability that the original Smash Bros. Is coming to the Switch if you have the online, and you'll be able to play it for free. I read this wrong. I misread this as there was a new fucking Smash Bros. Game coming on the Switch too. Nobody care about this shit. The title's kind of misleading, but ladies and gentlemen, this is why it's important to read the articles. Don't just read the headline, because that's what headlines are designed to do. They're supposed to catch your attention, but it's important to read the article, not chat GPT, because this nigga lying. Fucking Scott. My fault. That's always proof that unless I tell you beforehand, I don't be reading a lot of these articles. I like to react raw on stream. Yeah, don't be asking Grok. Read it your goddamn self. This is a nothing burger. I don't care about the original Smash Bros. Being on the Switch 2. Other news. You guys remember last year when Black Myth Wukong was crippling PS5s? Well, in 2025, Black Myth Wukong is blowing up Xbox Series S's. See, before Marvel Rivals came to the PS4, there was Black Myth on the Xbox Series S. It's been a long time coming for Xbox owners when it comes to Black Myth Wukong. Launching last year as the PS5 and PC exclusive, the acclaimed Souls-like finally made its way onto the Xbox Series on August 20th this year. Stop hitting. One of the reasons for the delay, according to Game Science producer, is that the Xbox Series S. While Microsoft denied the troubles developing for the Series S caused the delay, the studio has complained about the limitations that come with the admittedly underpowered console. And you know, I never thought I would do this, but I'm gonna defend the Xbox Series S on this one. I don't want to hear this shit because I played this game on my fucking PS5, and this is the only game in the last 5 years to make my PS5 not once but twice go. I thought this shit was gonna blow my shit up, and I almost uninstalled it because I was legit afraid that it was going to blow up the CPU in my fucking PS5. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, it's been hard to develop for the fucking Xbox Series S. Nigga, it's hard for you to develop anything because you guys don't know how to optimize. You're a new studio who lacks the talent and the expertise in optimization. You need to go out and hire someone to teach you how to do this. Don't blame the Xbox Series S. This shit been running like fucking ass. It ran ass on PC. It ran ass on the PS5. It ran ass on the PS5 Pro. And now it's running ass on the Xbox Series S. Probably on the Xbox Series X as well. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who are not familiar, if wanted happens, it's an accident. Second time, it's a coincidence. Third time, it's a fucking pattern. What's the pattern across every platform? This shit will blow your console up. Shut the fuck up about the Xbox Series S. I don't want to hear that shit. Then they're just gonna list off the specs. We don't care. I don't believe this article. I'm gonna call cap. It didn't run ass for me. It's my goat lady pointing meme. I'm stuck at the Tiger Boss because my PS5 said stop, please. Oh my goodness. All ass, no Nikki. Black Myth Spirit Bombs. I don't hear this shit. But if you are interested in the game and getting it on Xbox, just be aware if you don't have the Series X, you only have the S, it might struggle a little bit. your room might start smoking, okay? And if there's no smoking allowed in your building, you probably shouldn't play this game. They're gonna think you lighting up weed or something like that. Every platform this game touched, it fucked it up. It really did. You were supposed to play as the damn monkey fighting gods, but the monkey was fucking beating up your goddamn CPU and GPU and shit. So you've been warned. Buy this game at your own fucking risk. I find it very fascinating that before I move on, I find it very fascinating that they ported this over to the Xbox and they still have not optimized the game. Like it's and that's my concern for their next game that they just announced. It's like it's not even a priority for them. You guys had an entire year to figure out how to optimize this game post-launch, and you didn't. Okay. But it's the Xbox Series X fault. Okay. You got me with the title as well. Does that make a sequel concern? Yeah, I think it does for me. I think it does for me. Like, they haven't proven themselves. Well, who knows? Maybe the second time around they'll do a better job, you know? Could just be, you know, a stumble out of the gate. Other news, yesterday we talked about it. It was revealed that Call of Duty was getting its own live action adaptation film or TV show, I don't know. And it's being produced by Paramount. They have the license, the rights to it. And it looks like we got a trailer, a first sneak peek of it. So we got an update on the Call of Duty movie. Let's take a look at the first sneak peek of the Call of Duty movie. It leaked online on Twitter. So yeah, just a quick little sneak peek about what we could potentially see in the Call of Duty movie. That's real footage, by the way. That's real fucking footage. That is not a Twitter meme. That is real footage, guys. What's the Call of Duty movie gonna be about? Probably soldiers trying to get by or some shit like that. In positive news, aka gaming is dead from Call of Duty 2K niggas. Another day, another banger dropped. Chronos, the new Dawn reviews have dropped, and I'm seeing lots of 9.5s, 999s, 8s, 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 all across the board. The reviews have said it's a good game. For those unfamiliar with this game, a lot of people are saying that they're comparing it to Dead Space. It is a space horror game. Shoot 'em up, great lighting, zombies, slow pacing, thriller. So if you're into that type of stuff, another banger just dropped. I swear to God, 1 to 2 bangers have dropped every week for like the last 6 months. If you do not have nothing, and I've highlighted them all because I know motherfuckers like to act like I be negative all the fucking time. Shit, I'm playing Metal Gear Solid and I was enjoying myself yesterday. I highlight all these bangers. It's up to you to take a risk on one and find something that you like. Do the research. Yeah, Watts is streaming it right now if you want to see some gameplay. I saw she was streaming it. I don't know if she's still live. Nah, she's not live anymore. But I mean, if you follow her, it's 5,000 watts. She's streaming it. I'm sure she'll be on it tomorrow. But I'm trying to put people on. Yo, shout out to Banky with the sub. Appreciate it. And it runs great on the Switch 2. Okay, shout out to the Switch 2 handling one. I would hope so because it's a slower paced game. I would hope it runs well. So yeah, shout out to Chronos New Dawn, another banger. If you guys are looking for a horror game to play, it is available now. And then last but not least, Superman 2 has officially been announced to nobody's surprise. We are getting a sequel to one of the biggest films of 2025. I think what surprised me, though, is they already have a release window of July 2027. So literally right around a year and a half from now, we are getting a sequel. It looks to me as if James Gunn is feeling himself. I guess Batman will not be the center focus of this new DCU. They're really... Superman's gonna be the symbol of hope. I'm cool with it. You know, I enjoyed the first one. I'm not mad at it. And then let's go into the shove box real quick. Yeah, the gun is reloaded. I like that idea. It is a different approach versus just constantly leaning on Batman. We getting Supergirl next year. Yeah, so we're getting Supergirl and then we're getting Superman 2. So like it's gonna be a whole lot of Super Summers, bro. Is there any trailers I should be aware of? Rayman and that joint. You peep the state of Oklahoma is suing Roblox for the systematic. I know Louisiana is. Everybody should sue Roblox as far as I'm concerned. What up, Ethos? Everybody sue Roblox. Let's do a class action. State of the play, rivals. We did that. Excuse me. Hirogami. Arc Raiders, Soundscape Showcase. I don't know what that is. Why are these fucking thumbnails not loading? Fall. Oh, ew. VR. That's gross. Hold on 1 second. Restore your island. What is this about, a puppy? Yeah, I checked out 007. That shit looks fire. I already checked it out. Rivals. Australia did it? What the hell is that? A boss fighting Neo. I don't want to watch that though. Oh, there's a Baki Punch-Out game? I've never even seen Baki. Mexican Ninja. Oh, shit. Okay, shout out to Mexican Ninja. Onirism official version 1.0. What channel do you mainly upload to YouTube now? I've been missing the streams lately. If you're talking about stream highlights, Hokage highlights. I stream on Hokage HQ. I do video essays on the Black Hokage. I do video essays on I'm Just Saying on pop culture. I upload all of them. Just turn on notifications. I hate we got to see Trump on our shit all the fucking time. I'm ready for him to go. That's all I see though. I don't see nothing else new. All right, let's check out these trailers real quick.
The Witch Spire, as old as time itself, and just as powerful.
Are you gonna see Good Boy next month? I might see that. That's that dog horror movie, right? I might see that. It's a horror movie from the perspective of a dog. That looked interesting.
Worlds far away. Filled with places to explore.
Gameplay? No gameplay. You're asking me to wish list something I haven't seen. Hirogami. Cool art style. People sign a position to make sure the dog don't die. This beta was cool. I like the art. Transformers. Oh, this looks like a cool platformer. This is creative. I fuck with this. This is cool. I saw your Liza P uninstall. It made me want to cop. I'm 5 hours in. You enjoying it? Shout out to you for trying something new. Shout out to Trey with the big raid. Oh, it's out now. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to add that to the Steam wish list. Catch that on a Steam sale. Nah, I'd play this on my Switch. This would be a cool Switch game, actually. You're right. Or Steam Deck. Have I seen the Kawhi? Shout out to Filthy Slimes with the super chat. Yeah, I seen the Kawhi situation. He might have just pulled off the biggest finesse of all time. Getting paid $28 million, and then he might get released out of his contract and he could play for whatever team he wants. That nigga pulled off a crazy finesse. The Clippers curse, boy. Oh my God, what the fuck is this? Oh my God, Full Sail University freshman project. A trash cleaning simulator. You know what's funny? I don't want to play this because this shit is boring. But I know somebody's gonna call this game woke. Wow, they want us to clean up the environment, bro. That shit's corny, bro. What's wrong with throwing my cheeseburger on the beach? Fuck them turtles, nigga. Put that fucking trash, put that soda can in the ocean. Who gives a fuck, bro? If I wanna piss and shit in the pool, I will. This shit looks boring, but somebody's gonna call this shit woke.
They say the sea used to cover this place.
Australia did it.
And one day all of the water just disappeared. Now
well, to be fair, the world we live in is dying. It is, bro. Can I just state this? I don't know what's going on in the rest of the United States, but here in LA, it has been 100 degrees every day for the last fucking month. We are in September, and I'm not gonna lie, I am fucking sick of it, dude. I don't know if anybody else lives in California. It's hell on earth over here. It's crazy.
Lucky. When the wildlife turned hostile, so did the job description. Ammo,
I'd be not
gear,
wanting to go outside.
pulse.
Yeah, they say global warming ain't
You're
real.
hired. Out here, if it crawls, buzzes, or bites.
Shout out to Shamar. Yeah, I am.
Do that well enough, you're on the payroll.
Fall weather doesn't begin until 8 weeks after September. Yes, I know that. But like this is not normal though. 100 degrees on September 3rd is not normal. Like at this point in the summer, this is when at the end of August, that's when things start to cool down. About mid to the end of August, that's when things cool down. This is not normal.
These days, it's cheaper
I'm not saying
to
it
throw
shouldn't
mercs
still
and
be warm.
monsters
It's
than
just
to
too
armor
damn
the
hot.
train. Orientation? Yeah, it's called Don't Die. And when the bullets aren't
You yapping. Is there any gameplay? Look at that. Oh my God. They spent more time on the animation than the goddamn gameplay. Oh my Lord. Let's check out Mexican Ninjas.
Silence. It was forever wounded by the Narcosacran. The Narcos and the Yakuza joined to create the most
This for the old head side scroller beat 'em ups.
The streets are under chaos. Un decimadore. The four heads of the Narcosacran have robbed the people of tranquility.
Looks a little rough. I'm good. I'm good. Oh my God, the frame rate dropping on
Where
it.
did I end up? Whoa, this place is too weird. There's giant trees and a candy forest.
I'm getting on the game. I'm not looking at this shit. I'm gonna use